Welcome back to this course, where we'll have a quick guide on how to set up a GOC 43 project in the Codesys environment, version 3.5 Service Pack 14 Patch 1, and run it in simulation. Step 1. Creating a new project. First of all, after opening the Codesys development environment, let's create a new project by selecting GOC 43 as the template. After confirming, in the next step check that the device version matches the GOC 43 unit you're using, and choose which programming language the first program in the project will be generated in. Step 2. Configuring optional cards. Once the project has been created, on the left-hand side of the environment we find the project tree, where we can locate all the configuration sections of the GOC 43. In the device section, by going to the hardware configuration subsection, we can insert any optional I/O or communication modules into the relevant slots. Once inserted, the modules are in turn also added to the project tree in the relevant COM port and COM port 1 sections, where their configuration can be carried out. Step 3. PC-GOC communication configuration. From the communication settings subsection, we're going to set up Ethernet communication with the GOC 43. As a first step, by going to Browse the network, the window opens to select the devices detected on the network. Select the device, then press OK to confirm your choice. Subsequently, we'll see that communication with the device is established correctly. Step 4. Check I/O connections. Still in the device section, go to the I/O mapping subsection to find the mapping of the digital input and digital output signals that we can use for addressing from the PLC and HMI logic. The mapping of the key LEDs signals can be found in the same section of the project tree. The addresses are divided between the K and F key inputs and the outputs for the K key colors, red or green. From the display management section, the K and F keys can be associated with specific actions. Step 5. Declaration of global variables. Continuing through the project tree, we can organize the application section, starting with the declaration of the variables. On the slide you can see an example of a declaration in structured text. It's possible to switch to the tabular view. The first two declared labels are addressed to an I/O memory relating to the digital input and digital output. The second group of variables are var_global and declared without a fixed memory assignment, and will be used in the example. Step 6. Creating the graphics page. From the Home section, which is also the first display page created by the project, we #X27LL add the buttons found in the Visualization Toolbox menu to simulate starting and stopping a motor. In addition, from the same menu we #X27LL also add an indicator light that will provide the running status of the simulated motor. To link an object to a variable, you need to enter the name of the label, declared previously, in the relevant field in the properties of the object you want to animate. For displaying a simulated frequency value, a bar indicator has been inserted from the Visualization Toolbox menu. To link an object to a variable, you need to enter the name of the label, declared previously, in the relevant field in the properties of the object to be animated. Step 7. PLC program creation. Finally, to complete the example application, we're going to create a project with PLC operating logic that simulates an acceleration and deceleration ramp, managing the start and stop buttons we created. Step 8. Simulation and project download. Once you've completed the logic, to launch the development environment in simulation mode, go to the Online option in the top menu and enable simulation mode. Next, we can see simulation mode being activated from the bottom bar of the environment. From this point on, you can continue as if the hardware were actually connected. As a first step, we #X27LL log the project into the device. If there are any differences, the project is recompiled and downloaded to the device. Once the project has been downloaded, you need to put the device into play to start the logic. Only after downloading the project and putting it into play can you launch the home screen display and check that the PLC logic is working correctly. Step 9. Library Manager. We should remember that, in the Codesys environment, there are preloaded libraries ready to use once activated. To add libraries, check compatibility with the version of the development environment in question. Do you need more information? We're available to you by email or phone.